Time's running out for him. With yellow flags again.
No way! I cannot believe it!
Everyone is fighting here. It's almost for white going into the hairpin.
Goes over to the left as well.
Yeah.
Derek going down the inside, goes takes it to turn one. Oh, that was close there!
God, is this a fantastic race? Lost a bit of tire grip here. Man, in 3 seconds! Raw Hello everyone and welcome back to Global Spec Racing. We're here at a very wet Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City for round 10 of Tier 2 Season 11. As per usual, alongside me tonight, it's Jake, aka ART Vapor. How you doing tonight?
Very good, mate. Obviously, as you say, we've got a very wet Mexico here. We've just loaded in, we've just found out it's full in, as it looks like, for the full qualifying session, so it should be really interesting. But yeah, interesting challenge for the drivers today, and I'm intrigued to see how it's going to unfold. Yeah.
But Jake is not the only one alongside me tonight. For the first time this season, we will have three-way comms. It'll be myself, Jake, and alongside us will be a brand new commentator to the GSR League, and also Tier 1's championship leader, Matt, aka Overdrive. How you doing tonight, mate?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. Here to enjoy some Tier 2 action on a nice Friday evening. Hopefully we can get some good racing with this appalling weather, but yeah.
Yeah, very much so. But before we get into the action, I will go through last week's race results. I apologize, it's on Discord and not on OBS. But last time out, we went to the Circuit of the Americas, and it was Ridzerd who took another decisive victory, continuing to gain down the advantage that Hapolito has at the top of the championship ahead of Lenny in second. Another impressive performance from the V-Carb, and then we had third was Hapolito, fourth was Quick-Vic, fifth was Walters, sixth was Riley, seventh was Jacho, eighth was Soren, ninth was Matt, and 10th was Lama. And now we move to the point standings. If I can get the drivers, there we go. So Hapolito still leads the way, just like he has been doing since the end of China, on 157. Ahead of Ridzerd. The gap is closing quickly now, just 19 points. He is on 138. Then we have Walters has finally jumped Armiranda into P3 on 81. Then we have Armiranda still somehow P4 on 72. Then Soren in 5th on 60. Ira Schumacher in 6th on 58. 7th is Jadcho on 51. 8th is Quick-Vic on 49. 9th is Abra on 46. And 10th is Callum on 40. And Callum is returning to the grid tonight. And now we look to the constructors standings. Ferrari still have decisive lead at the top with 72-point advantage. They're on 218, ahead of Mercedes on 146. McLaren on 109, Red Bull on 102, and Sauber on 101. And one important thing to note is if Ferrari gain 18 points on Mercedes tonight, they will leave here as the Tier 2 Constructors Champions. All right, so Ridzerd at the moment on top. No real surprise there. He's on top by 6/10 at the moment, ahead of Lenny in second. Then Babyface one of our debutantes tonight is in third, and then Quick-Vic is in fourth, and running off our top 5 is Callum. But obviously you were here for last week, Jake. It was certainly an interesting race, wasn't it? But as I mentioned, very, very crucial for Ridzard, and he needs another result like that tonight if he wants to take this championship.
Yeah, he does. It was a great win for him last week, obviously. We watched him there, and he just looked in control for a lot of that race. And to be honest, from what I've seen so far in the qualifiers, he's looking mighty. He's on another lap here, and he's 5 tenths up. So that gap, that's currently 6 tenths, so that can come about 1.1 seconds. Although actually, he's got a bit of traffic in this last sector. I think it's McLaren of might be Walters. Oh no, it's Odin actually. So that's not going to help him. So he's got dirty air through here. That could be a one shot or a qualifying ban from McLaren for not getting out of the way. But
Yeah.
besides that, Ridzard comes up to the line and he does improve almost a full second now.
Wow.
And he's 1.5 ahead of Lenny.
That is mighty from Ridzard. But of course, something that we haven't really mentioned yet. Well, they might have mentioned this in Tier 1, but me and you, Matt, especially know this from Tier 1. Tire temperatures are everything around here because they light up like a bonfire around here.
Yeah, tire temperatures around here are honestly so crazy. Like, it makes sense, obviously, in the inters, you know, most people would do a run or two and then take an off lap to charge the ERS, but it's even more important now to cool down the tires, because the tires literally get hot after, you know, a lap. Pretty much in the last sector, your tires are burning. So it's going to be interesting to see how some drivers handle that, because there might be a few mistakes from drivers here and there up and down the grid. So
Yep, we will now see if anyone on a particularly quick lap at the moment, because yes, Kritvik is 2 tenths up at the moment, so he would go ahead of Babyface, but as we mentioned, no one getting anywhere near Ridzard at the moment. But Soren told us before this stream started that it will indeed be a dry race. But let's be honest, it doesn't really matter what conditions Ridzard is in, because he seems to be on top just about everywhere. He has been ultra consistent, and despite doing 2 less races than Hapolito, he is still very much he's the only driver there now. The Hapolito and Ridzard are in a class of their own at the top. But speaking of a class of their own, as I mentioned at the start, Ferrari could win the constructors this time out, but not if Ridzard wins. If Ridzard wins, then it will go to Suzuka. But once we get to Suzuka, it's very likely that Ferrari will win it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's a good point. I've just got Ridzard on a lap here. Matt, I just wanted to ask you about this track. So I obviously haven't been racing in a while. What did you like in the race? What did you think of the tire wear? Because I remember historically it's really bad around here. So what did you find in that? Because I'm sort of wondering, because they're not going to be using any softs in qualifying, I wonder if that could come into play in the race where a few people go aggressive on the 2-stop and start a set of softs to try and make it around. I'm not sure though.
I've heard a few people talking about trying to make the softs work. For me personally, I found that the mediums were very bad themselves, with the brilliant lap from Ridzard, by the way.
See how?
Yeah, almost 2 tenths on the
25s now.
Finding some insane pace. But yeah, with the mediums, obviously the tire selection, instead of being 3 consecutive compounds, it's C1, C3, and C4. So the hard is a lot more durable than both the medium and the soft here. So I tend to find that the medium's only good for around 5-6 laps. And then honestly, by then you want to be switching to a set of hard tires and seeing what you can make out of them. It's going to be interesting to also see the dynamic between the 2 and the 1-stop. Those who want to see if they can brave it out and force the most out of their tires, versus those who just want to push full out and try make the most of their hards while they've got good life. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out during the race.
Yeah, that is a good point. Because I'm thinking of someone who I'm on board at the moment, Soren just comes to an end. And someone like Matt, for example, they're very kind on their tyres. I know Soren, and Matt especially usually, but Soren's usually really good on his tyres. So I'm wondering if he can maybe do something very aggressive, snappy around the final corner there. Could he do something less aggressive and go for the 1-stop conservatively and try and jump maybe someone like Ridzard in front? That could be interesting strategy game there to see, but obviously as you say, we've got Rizzard at the moment. He's just looking, he just looks so confident at this part of the season.
He is in his own tier, isn't he? He very much is at the moment.
Happily down in 17th, and he's not improving on this lap by much. I'm saying that but currently he's almost 5 seconds down. Oh no, sorry, just under 4 seconds down on Rizzard, which is crazy to think about.
Babyface goes 2 seconds quicker than his previous best. He goes up to second. Very impressive performance from the reserve so far. But also, I reckon there's going to be a lot of contrast in wings as well around here, because the most preferable strategy is to go with low wings, but there are some drivers, I will like myself, that prefer a much more like stable setup. But I know you, Matt, went quite the opposite to what I did in Tier 1.
Yeah, in Tier 1 I did go for very oversteery wings and very low downforce, which is quite a contrast at this circuit. But if you can manage the rear tires, it's sort of big moment from Jacko out of the final corner. Manages to put a P3, really good lap there. But so yeah, sometimes just sacrificing a bit of downforce in some of the corners in the middle sector is worth a lot when it comes to the long straight, because it is the second longest straight on the calendar. So it is quite huge to have that advantage in a straight line, which I opted for, but some people prefer to have that pace in the middle sector, which did pay out to be very important for some people. Yeah.
Matt on a good one. The other Matt, Mateusz, is on a very good one. He's coming through the stadium section now. A very crucial section, and also a section where you can quite easily spin if you use too much of the hairpin curb. Across the line he comes, P6, 27.4. So yeah, so it's gradually the driver's gradually getting used to the conditions as we go on. As Gibbard's up a little bit in the first sector as he heads into the S's. Unfortunately, where I had my altercation on Wednesday, where I just got on the grass, and which unfortunately spun the car around, and to add insult to injury, my teammate Larty Boy crashed into the side of me. So I don't really want to dwell on that. But Gibbard now is coming through the stadium section.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what I'd be doing in this position, right, if I was, say, so I think Mr. Riley's doing this as well, actually. I'm going to say that he's down, but what I'd be doing now is, I'd probably already be out on track. I think Rizzard maybe got that, because if you get out, you want to do 2 laps here, because if the track is evolving as we think it might be, you're going to want to get, in case you sort of mess up that first lap, you're going to want a second lap, even on Warner tyres, just to get that lap up.
Callum's a bit off in the at the S section. Of course, it's good to have the Tier 3 Season 5 and 6 runner-up back. He's been on a bit of a hiatus. Now here comes Riley now into the same section. Looking to be very near Callum is the Red Bull, and there's still that beautiful Honda livery skating his way through through the stadium section. I've seen a lot of Tokyo Drift going through it, ironic because of his livery. Across the line he comes now. Great final sector, goes to P5 on a 27.0. And now Lenny begins his lap. Can he get anywhere near Rizzard's time? But surely Rizzard will be able to improve again.
Done a lot of ERS so far into turn 1 already, which I find quite interesting. I don't know about you, Age, but I was only using about 50% down into turn 1. He's burned all the way down to 30, so he's going to have a rapid first sector compared to everyone else.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually, to be fair, because when from what I remember, as these 2/10 up, sorry, what I remember from when I did Mexico a bit earlier on in the game is that in the dry you'd probably use about down to like 50, I think 50. Is that about right?
Yeah. Whereas wet, it's
in the
probably
wet,
more.
It's because you're gonna conserve more energy, aren't you, for the lap, because you're going slower. So
yeah, exactly.
You're on the throttle less. You've sort of got more braking distance. So I'm guessing that's his thought process. But it's looking like a good lap for him here, because he's just looking clean. He's not like we've seen him. Lenny's been very ragged. You know, he got very unlucky at Kyoto. He probably should have had a win there.
What a middle sector that is.
Really, yeah.
He is going to be very close to Ridzard here. He might even jump him here. But what's Ridzard doing? He's down. He's very much down in the first sector. Can Lenny potentially take it off Ridzard here? Looking like he might be able to do it comfortably. 25-3. Massively quicker. Ridzard's down. I don't know.
Going again.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Lenny might go for another one as well. Odin's up to 7th.
Cut a few corners. I think I'll have to cut a few to get around. I'm not sure if he will. I think he's gonna have to at least cut one corner, maybe the stadium section, just to get to the line. Because look how close it is for him. But Rizzard's got one lap. This is Rizzard's last lap in this qualifying session. To get pole back, he's looking imperious so far. He's not the man to beat. And Lenny's just gonna smack that and gone beat that. But,
I know.
Yeah, this is gonna be an intriguing end.
Yeah. Quick goes 4th on a 26.5, just ahead of Jacho there. Out the final corner comes JXB now. Where can he go? Gets a little bit held up, goes P6 on the 26.7. Now, what's Ridzard's first sector? He's got barely any errors, but he's still a great first sector from him. A 30.7, Riley a 30.8 in the first sector, so we'll go on board with him. It's not looking like he's got a... Oh my God! The sliding coming through the S section, but he's still 3/10 up here as he heads into the stadium. He might still have enough for another run here. That back end's all over the place, so clearly he's not got a lot of downforce on the rear. Out of the final corner then comes Riley.
Invalidated.
Yeah, and it's a session over for him. Next up is an Alpine, I think, a motion god, but he's invalidated. Next up, I think, is Quickvic again, but he's not going any quicker. Jacho with a personal best. Ridzard 24-3. Beat that, he says. Holy crap. That is a monstrous lap from the championship contender. Out of the final corner comes Jacho, then can he beat Lenny? No, but it's still 3rd for him. I don't think anyone is getting anywhere close to Ridzard's time there. As now Abu is 3/10 up in the first set. I'll get Jake back in. Clearly his wide setup is not working well. But here comes Abu now. Through, oh, there's someone stopped. I think that's Callum.
Right, I'm watching the stream, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Here comes Abu now, up to the second sector split. It's looking really good for him. 9/10 up. He could be... Matt goes P3, I just noticed that with the 25.8. What a lap from the pole. Walters goes P4 on a 25.8 as well. They did the exact same lap, actually. 25.876. Across the line comes Abu. He beats the pair of them. He goes P3. And Callum now does not do it. Ridzard though with a statement and a half on top, a second quicker than anyone else at the top, ahead of Lenny in second. Abu a return to form in 3rd. Matt, the two Williams going really well in 3rd and 4th. Walters in 5th, Jacho in 6th, 7th is Baby, 8th is Quickvic, 9th is Hapolito, 10th is JXB, 11th is Riley, 12th is Odin, 13th is Lama, 14th is Callum, 15th is Gibbet, and we'll go through the rest of the grid. But Ridzard, if there was any time that he needed to put a lap like that in, it's now, and that is quite a statement from the Dutchman.
I was gonna say, if anything screams, catch me if you can.
Yeah.
that is what shouts at. He won by 1 second, 2.3 seconds in front of Hapolito.
Yo.
So it's great performance in the wet. We also have to consider though, he might have gone for a wet setup, and if the race is
Maybe,
dry,
yeah.
everyone else could have gone for a dry setup. So have to see how
That's a
that
good point,
out.
but if he did go for wet setup, it means the run into turn 1's going to be very interesting.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure Lenny, no holds barred. If he's going to want revenge from what happened last week.
Yeah.
At Kota, where you feel he should have really won that race. He had the pace over Rizzard, but Rizzard just had him mentally. he had the mental gain over himself. I'm really excited for this. But as you say, a second gap as Matt was getting that out there, and sort of a catch me if you can. It's very reminiscent of like something you'd see from maybe a Verstappen or a Hamilton in their prime, just on the track, just themselves, not worry about everybody else, just putting a lap in. And we thought he'd lost it, didn't we? We thought Lenny had it, but Rizzo on that final lap, just otherworldly, just found more pace suddenly, and he's put it on pole, and he deserves it. Because and Happily down in ninth, he's going to be quaking in his boots looking at that, because that gap in the championship's going to, I think, deteriorate pretty quickly.
If they would have finished where they are now, Rids would be the new championship leader. So he's already narrowed the gap to 18 points because he got pole. So can Rizza potentially become our new championship leader today as they now head off on their formation lap? We'll get the tyres up. So the tyres almost unanimously on the mediums. Oh, baby's gone for a bit of a ride. So all of them pretty much on the mediums, apart from Solbo did not go on the soft like he said he would. Someone who did go on the soft though was T1, and Mouton is on the hards, but the rest of them, I think, will either be trying, maybe those strategies down there, medium hard, medium hard, or maybe even for those brave few, medium hard, which is the quickest strategy. But oh boy, is it hard to pull off, as you know all too well, Matt.
Yeah, very, very, very hard. We did see one person in Tier 1 track. We saw Kuro, who led the race for about 20 laps on the hard tyre and just kept it out there. He did have 2 sets of punctures on both the hards and the mediums, including 2 BSE, so it'll be very hard for someone to make it work whilst keeping the pace up. But if they do manage to make it work, it can be worth so much time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm excited. I think I'm looking at Mouton down in 19th. Maybe he's aiming for sort of nothing to lose, go for one stop, see what happens. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be majority 2 stops for the front runners. I think they probably think they have the pace to catch, but we've got quite a lot of people who qualified now. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at Williams pair in 3rd and 4th. I think they're probably going to be working together, hopefully, to try and get that result, because I think Williams have had some good qualifiers this season. Obviously, Matt was on the front row and Monza, but he didn't manage to convert this time. Yeah,
I agree. Matt had a little bit of a wobble in Kota, but to be fair, he was very impressive on those softs at the start of the race. But he's putting a really good qualifying now. But we know he's running a high downforce setup, so we'll have to see how that goes. As right, unfortunately, missed his box as well. But here we go then. We're at the business end of the season now. We're in double figures, 3 races to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Mexico. It's lights out and away we go, and it's a good start for Lenny. He might already be alongside Rizzo, going down towards turn 1. He's already got him. And Rizzo might be coming back at him, going as they head towards turn 1 for the first time. Abu's got a great start. There's a lot of lag there. a lot of physics, just like in Tier 1. But Lenny has got that hooked up. He's past Rizzo. The 2 Williams going side by side. Matt on the inside, Abu on the outside. They make contact there. Abu squeezed them out though. Quitbit's got a decent start as well. Oh, there's contact in the midfield between Odin and Infinity. I think that is in the back, but it's Lenny who leads the way. Lama and Riley go side by side. Riley trying to stick it up the inside, going through. Rizzo's got Lenny back into the stadium section. Rizzo was not going to let that happen, but Lenny absolutely pushing him through the stadium section. They go for the first time, and through Manston onto lap 2. Can Lenny have a run on Rizzo? Maybe Rizzo's using a bit more of his errs. Lenny's got a slippery car in a straight line though, and to the inside he goes. Walters speeds in the pits. Up the inside goes Lenny again, though. It's just like Coach all over again. Rizzo might have a go, and Matt's in there as well. He might have a go on the pair of them as well. As we head down towards turn 4. Here comes Rizzo again. Him and Lenny, as I mentioned, had a right old ding-dong in Austin. And that looks to be continuing here in Mexico. The gloves are well and truly off at the front.
I'll let you the breather. What a start that was. Lenny was already alongside him. Lenny was already alongside him after literally as soon as he got the lights out. He was literally ahead of him. That was a great start from Lenny, but obviously, and now he's back in the lead. But obviously, I think he might have made a mistake through here.
Matt with the penalty already, unfortunately. So that's not going to help him.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a crash, I think, at turn, turn 4. I think Odin, or turn 5, I think Odin had like a heart rate or something. Yeah, it was a crazy start there. And we've got already the leaders. We thought this would happen. It's then with Peter Potter. These two battling it out constantly.
I just want to point out a big sort of crash for motion god on, I think it was near the middle part of sector 2 on lap 1, and both Alpines have been sort of trucked out of the points now, which is very, very, very bad for them. Also, important to note that Abu Bakr has lost, like, sort of touch of his teammate now, and there's going to be a bit of a divide in sort of DRS trains.
Oh, that's tight. Oh no! Oh, that's big contact. Riley has very, very well and truly been sideswiped there by JXB. He's not going to be happy about that. Oh dear. It was going quite well. Soren's in the mix of this as well. He's got past Gibbet. I'll get up the position change at the start. From PE. Quite a lot. As Quick has got Abu's round. He's off. Oh no, Abu. We knew he was going backwards, but now he's out of the points already. After a great qualifying, it has gone very wrong in the very early stages of this race. Soren up 10 positions, I've just realised. He's half the field.
He's half the field. He's gone round the outside of the hairpin.
Oh, what a move from Soren. 2 Astons go side by side now.
He's got 2 Astons behind him. Oh, they're in the ball. Oh, this is tier 2 at his finest. Soren's weaving, trying to break the toe. He's got 2 Aston Martins just absolutely coming at him. Look at this, they're both. That's so many.
God, he's getting hit by both of them. He does. JXB with a double move there. What a move that. Oh, Riley hits. Oh no, Jimmy's rounds. Oh God, it's too much. Oh, Quivik and Babyface now going at it as well. Babyface round the outside of Quivik, and he gets the move done with a fantastic move round the outside turn 5. Oh, that's contact with Abu and Riley. More drama here. Odin might be now the inside of Mouton, but this is just carnage at the start of this race. Ridzard still right behind Lenny. Does he go to the inside of the hairpin? No, not quite, but Lenny's all out of shape. Maybe his tyres are going off already. Mouton and T1 going at it as well. T1's off, but Ridzard's coming at Lenny now.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy pass for Rizzard on the main
No,
straight.
it's not.
Lenny's trying to break the toe, though. He's the bloody reserves. We know Lenny's got a fast kind of straight line. He's going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1 here.
He's got it.
Lenny, no. Smartly, I think, backs out of that. I think Rizzard had the overspeed there. What a start to this race.
I know.
We're on lap 5, and it's like we've had collisions, we've had everything. As you say, Soren's up 9 places there. We've got Callum up 7. We've got Matt's, I think, found himself in a little gap between Lenny and Babyface.
Mouton up 7 as well. Mouton up 6, sorry.
Well, on the hards as well. He's making them work in this first in.
I know. Well, to be fair, the others are suffering the pain now, aren't they? So, so Mouton, we kind of expected that, but Ridzard is now getting away from Lenny. It's now very much, as you mentioned, Matt, catch me if you can, because I don't think Lenny can now, because Ridzard's almost got a second already.
Yeah, he's pulled away a lot so far. Already 9 tenths. You might even get DRS here, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, we might get, Lenny might get DRS off that McLaren. Oh, no, I
just
don't
got.
think he's smoked him.
He's got it
I
anyway.
think he's just within the gap anyway,
Just got
yeah.
DRS,
Yeah. Look at that train down the back. I think JXP's linking about like half the field in a train
God,
there.
yeah.
Absolute DRS.
He's got wind damage, so I'm not surprised. Oh,
Yeah,
Lenny's coming back. He's got it back. So almost, he was 9/10 back.
Yeah, he was.
And it just shows you how much of a rocket ship. He is in a straight line because back through he goes.
I do think Lizard's gone for a wet setup here because he was finding
He
a lot
must
of
have
time
done.
in the middle sector. But now he's just got no wings on a straight line.
No. And Lenny gets passed again. Here comes Quitvit now on Baby. Not quite. Soren's still right behind the... it's all aboard the JXB train at the moment. It's pretty much... There's about 6 cars at the moment in that train. But Ridzard, as we suspected, keeping with Lenny in this... well, look how much time he gains. But again, he's just got... Oh, never mind. Up the inside he goes again. And Ridzard does it, but I think Lenny should be able to get him down the start-finish straight again. Oh, he hits him a little bit.
I bet Matt behind, I bet Solberg Matt behind is licking his lips at this.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just watching these two guys. These two guys just go hammer and tong at each other at the moment on the whole lap.
Here it comes again. There we go.
He's already fast. Look how fast he is in a straight line. Jesus. And Rizzard's trying to, I don't know why, I don't think it's any help. Actually, to be fair, Rizzard coming back at him here. To be fair, I think Rizzard might just be a none at the start of that straight, which is making Lenny just absolutely rapid. Oh, look like a rocket ship in a straight line.
Quitvic's past Baby. Up the inside for 4th.
Yeah, good move from the Ferrari there. He's been struggling a bit in this sort of patch of the season, but he's done a good race today. But yeah, as you say, I think I'm not sure what Matt would say. But if he was running higher wings, what do you think they'll do for his strategy? Do you think that means he's probably going to go for a 1-stop? Because I reckon he's going to
maybe
take better care of his tyres.
Yeah. I mean, I personally haven't tested it.
Oh dear.
And Mitchell goes round for the 2nd time this race. It's not looking good, but I'm not too sure in terms of how the wings do affect the 1-stop. Me personally, I was running very, very low wings, and it was almost impossible to save the tyres. But in him fighting Lenny here, it's not helping him at all.
Same thing. Here we go.
Going back through.
Oh no!
Oh, he's not yet.
Not this time. He gets all squirrely.
Bit of DRS games on lap 7 here.
Oh, Ridzard!
He's letting
Has he got, I think Lenny just got the DRS there. I think that's
Ridzard's in.
Forget the 1-stop. He's gone for a 2-stop. Very early.
Only 6 laps on those tyres. Motion got round again, but Ridzard onto the hards. So Baby's in as well. So we can forget what you said, Matt, about the tyre wear because clearly it was Ridzard that was struggling, not Lenny.
But now it's a question of how does Lenny respond to this, because the undercut here is so powerful. I think it's around 1 or 2 seconds. So Lenny should either extend here to try and get an overcut or just commit to the 1-stop. But having fought so hard these first few laps, I don't know if it's even possible.
Yeah, I know. Matt's going to be loving this because look, that gap's only 1.6. He just seen guys fighting so much. And he's been clean air the whole race. So if he kept hold of his time on the field, as we can see, Matt.
Oh, that's off.
I don't know if it's a warning if he lifted off.
Probably. He did gain time there. Ridzard and Abu going side by side here. This won't help Ridzard. Round the outside he goes, just about gets it, but very squirrely on the exit. But this is not helping him because he's in traffic now. He's behind Soren, and Soren is a lot. Oh, Soren's off. What's that? Was that Ridzard? Did he hit the back of him?
I think that might have been.
I don't think he did.
I don't know.
I don't know. It didn't. Did you
Matt's in now from 2nd.
Yeah, Matt's in. That's an undercut on Lenny. Did it look like he hits him? I thought it looked like someone just spun to me, but I might have put it wrong. But
he was very close.
I don't know. It was very close. Yeah, it was very close.
Ridzard, this is going to be close between him and Matt here. But I think Ridzard might get it, but this is tight here.
Is this an uppercut from Matt?
Not quite,
no.
but he was so close. It just showed you just how much time Ridzard lost.
I was just going to say as well, this is what we saw in Tier 1 with me, Aaron Gibbo and Speed Demon. Having Pitt in that first stint and fighting back through that traffic, you lose so much time relative to the guys around you. And Solberg, who was about 3 seconds off Rizard, has actually overcut and made it work.
Yeah.
And now he's in a better position than before to fight for this race win.
Yeah.
Can he get Lenny here? Because if he got Rizard, then maybe, but I don't know at this point. Because it all depends on when Lenny pits. Does he pit now he does. In he comes now.
Yeah,
So I'll get the gap to leader. 19 seconds between himself and Rizard and 21 between himself and Matt. So this is going to be close here.
I think Rizard has it. Well,
Mediums. Lenny's going for his second stint, so he's splitting it.
There's a reason why he's gone long then.
Yeah, exactly. Rizard's going to get it, but will Matt get it as well? This is going to be very tight on the exit. Rizard's through, here comes Matt.
Look at Matt, get the slipstream, they're going to be wheel to turn 1.
He's got it.
Oh
no.
Oh,
he
he's
does.
fighting it.
He's got it.
He does have it, he's got it. That's massive for this race. Lenny's going to need to get past him immediately because Matt's on the hards.
I think he will. Because we know Matt has high wings, but Matt is defending here on Lenny.
Force him wide. Lenny with a switchback, maybe. He's have to do a double switchback here. That is
what a move from Lenny!
That is outrageous.
That is absolutely stunning.
My word. That is disgusting. Matt's had his pants pulled down. that is outrageous. Oh, that's brilliant. That is what he's all about. He's
I know.
Pure racing action.
Wasted absolutely no time at getting past Matt there. Wow.
He's in DRS within a minute as well. He's going to have the better tyres than Rizard, so maybe he's just going to try and, yeah, maybe that's his plan. Go for some silent undercut on the last stint. Just get that gap up. It's not a bad idea because look at the gap. The field is so large, and Rizard just wasted that time on those worn hards or Warner hards. So that's genius from Lenny. He's basically.
He's coming.
Well.
He's going to get him.
He's never got DRS. He's never got the DRS. He's got a mini DRS like the McLaren last season.
He might get him down to 4, you know?
Yeah, really. Yeah, he will.
Yeah. He used his here he comes. No, not quite. He's saving it. But we know he will fly past on the next lap. He should do, provided his tyres don't overheat.
Every second that he does spend, every second that
he does spend, he's got here.
Every single second that he does spend behind Rizard, though, he will be wearing out those mediums more and more. We do know that they will be dead in about 2 more laps time. So we're gonna have to see how far he can gap these guys once he does get past.
Rizard's gonna have DRS though off Jacho.
Yeah. But Jacho could be one stopping because I don't know if he's gonna wave him by. That's the issue. Look, Rizard's gonna get stuck here. This is gonna help Matt out.
My God!
Look at this. It's like a car park. Look at this. Oh, down the inside. Both of them down the inside.
Yeah,
they are.
Did Rizard get the DRS from that? He did.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't think that's gonna matter because here comes Lenny now. Rizard, he used his ERS. Does Lenny do it now? He goes to the inside. Oh, Rizard hangs it round the outside. Could Lenny get the better exit? He gets a fantastic exit. Going down towards 4. Can he pull the same move that he made on Matt 2 laps ago? Maybe. Yep.
Try it. He's going for the switch back again. Oh, he's not got as good an exit this time, but he's there. Oh,
not quite.
Rizard had it covered. Yeah.
He almost managed to do it, but just not quite, as Matt's now getting stuck behind Jacho, unfortunately. Motion goes off again, unfortunately.
It's important to note, these guys are fighting a lot, and they've gapped Matt by 2.7 seconds while fighting.
Yeah.
I know.
Which is absolutely crucial for both of these guys' race, especially if Lenny wants to make that undercut work on the last hard stint.
Yeah.
He needs to get back with it though. He needs to pull that gap down. Otherwise, he's just going to hang on. This is the issue with going for the alternate. It's that if you don't follow the same as the other guy, it's sort of ended up in this sort of position where
here we go.
Playing catch up with your chasing. Yeah, it's as easy. He's not
ready.
even DRH yet.
And
I think he's going to have double DRS.
I was going to say now, when Lenny overtakes Rizzard, it's very important that he overtakes him early on the first straight, because with his lower wings, he could gain almost that second in the first sector, and then just try hold on to it.
Yeah, look at this.
And he has, oh my god,
almost 1 second already, yeah.
What we must remember though is he's on medium, so he will have better grip in the faster sections, the more downforcey sections as well. But Ridzard just about stays. Abu and Riley going at it as well, going through. Oh, that is a lot of curve for Abu there. Round the outside goes JXB now on Riley. We've kind of ignored the midfield a little bit for the last few laps. Matt gets another penalty, unfortunately, but he'd still be legit third. Great performance from the pole so far, as Abu stayed ahead of JXB. Do they both have wing damage? I can't. Yeah, they do. They both lost their left end plate, as Baby is now on the back of Jacho. Jacho's strategy maybe not working as well as he would have hoped. As now he comes in, but he can definitely make the one stop from here.
Yeah, 100%. It's not a bad decision from Jacho. That he's got the tyres quite far. Think about it. So I'm interested. I think you're gonna what? He's put himself in position for a P5 here.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go. When he's not fighting.
And now Ridzard gets back ahead. Of course, he's allowing Lenny to burn his tyres up, but Ridzard's also burning his tyres up. So if anything, Lenny's taking the pain now, so he can be on the hards, which are the better tyres in the long run at the end. That's an interesting battle as well is between Hapolito, Odin, and Callum. Sorry, I must say this has been by far the most competitive I've seen Odin so far this season. He is battling Hapolito, the championship leader.
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned Hapolito in this race. He's on what? I think those tyres are the tyres he started the race on. I think, aren't they? Those hards.
No, he started on mediums. He put very early for.
He must have had damage. He must have had damage or something then.
Yeah.
We've literally not mentioned him in this race at all. But he's not. It's not. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I was gonna say, if Rizzard does get the win today and Hapolito does finish where he is, because he is quite a bit far away from his teammate as he comes into the pits now for his second stop already.
Didn't take those tyres long, did he?
Yeah, only 13 laps. If he does finish P6 and Rizzard does win, the gap will be 1 point at the top of the championship.
Yeah, it will as well.
Hapolito's favour.
It's very reminiscent. Yeah, sorry, go on.
And momentum, it's all right, but momentum is very, very favourable in a championship fight. So Rizzard will be looking very difficult.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to get at. It's very reminiscent of real life with Norris and Piastri, where the sort of momentum shifted to Norris, as we see these two. Momentum shifted to Norris really late on in the season. Obviously we had Verstappen involved as well, but think about the two McLaren inter-team battle. That was very sort of in. It actually was Mexico, where the gap was 1 point after, and Norris in real life just kept moving on it. Rizzard's gonna have to do the same if he wants to keep this going. Hapolito did say to us that he thought he was going to struggle, didn't he, at this track?
He did, and the reason for that, viewers, is because here comes Rizzard back. I'll get the Hapolito in a minute, but Rizzard goes back through. Does Lenny try it again? But the reason Hapolito is struggling so much is because, one, he's using no assist for the first time, and two, he's only just recently switched to wheel from being on pad. So he's taking a bit of adjustment, but he's doing all right considering he had an absolute horror show in ETSR yesterday. He didn't even get past lap 1, so he's improving. He's improved quite a lot. But he's got Rizzard right there with him, as that is soaring off, unfortunately. Oh, he's stuck in 6th for some reason. Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car, that's called. That's caused. So, does Lenny pit now?
I think Lenny pit.
Yeah, he has to.
We saw VSC come up on the exact same lap in Tier 1 and almost the entire grid did pit for another set of hards to go to the end, and they do just about make it.
He has to. Surely.
He does.
He does.
He does.
Here we go.
This is...
Does Matt have 2 sets of hearts or 1?
I think...
No.
Oh, he was thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
I think he was debating it.
But this is going to be a major advantage towards Lenny.
I think this has decided the race, I'm not going to lie.
Maybe. Well, the question is, can Lenny get those to the end, though?
Yeah. The camera's a captain. That could make the end really interesting.
Baby's in as well on the mediums. What?
Real excitement.
Oh.
He ain't going to get those to the end, not going to lie.
He's going to need about 4% per lap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no Einstein or anything, but I don't think that's motion gone, unfortunately. With a drive-through, was there anyone else who got a drive-through?
Lenny
Oh,
got a drive-through!
Oh my God!
Oh.
Matt, you jinxed him so hard there.
I just couldn't keep my mouth shut, could I?
You were like, all right, this is to decide the race, but now that has turned it on its head, and that now means that Solberg is into second, as it would stand. That is huge, and that might have now. That is a huge break for Ridzard. That is unbelievably bad luck for Lenny. I was like...
completely ruined the complexion of this race. He's going to have to pit as well.
I know.
Come straight in.
I know. I was literally thinking in my head during that virtual, what if Lenny gets a drive-through? And sure enough, that's what's happened. And that now puts Quitvic into third.
I think he can still get second because Matt's got the 6 seconds of penalty.
Yeah, I agree. And Matt's still got a pit as well. So
yeah, so it's not as bad as it looks for Lenny, but it's torrid look there. You really he's going to come out in traffic as well. He's going to be lucky.
He's just ahead actually.
Yeah, it's fine. So he's got clean air. The gap's 34 seconds to the leader, so the idea of winning this race has disappeared unless he has a quite astonishing final part of the race. But yeah, it's very unlucky for Lenny that.
Yeah, and obviously Ridzard is going to be on the mediums at the end, so he's gonna suffer a little bit of pain, but he's more than going to make up for it in those first few laps, and probably get the fastest lap from that, which also gets you a championship point. Which, if Hapolita was to finish in 6th, that would mean they'd be level on points going into. Oh, Lama's off, unfortunately, but that would mean they'd be level on points going into Suzuka. As here comes.
I'm wondering.
Yep.
Lenny's got 18 laps on his half,
Yeah.
What's the gap to Matt? If we look at the interval as we see, as you're on.
Leader.
Gap to leader, sorry. 34. So Matt's 7.8 behind. Lenny's 33 behind.
He's 27 behind. He's 27 behind is Lenny. But Matt's still got to make a pit stop, so that's doable.
Yes, and Matt has a 6 second, but both the pit stop. If he's 27 seconds behind, the pit stop's about 22, 23. Matt's on fresh tyres. He's probably going to pull away from Lenny, I think.
Yeah.
Even with the 6. It's not out of the question that Matt finishes P2 here.
No.
But Lenny, I think, is going to be very aggressively coming at these guys on those hard. But he's also got to manage them. So I don't know what the thought process is here from Lenny. What does he do?
Well, he's got to push for all his might now.
I think if he does push, I think he can get them to the end, but it will be very close for Tyler. I do know that 20 laps on the hards does get you to around the 60 territory. If you are good with your tyres, you can just about live.
It's about 3% a lap, isn't it? So
somewhere around that region. So he can push. He has got a tiny bit of leeway as another Alpine.
I thought that was Matt for a minute, but no.
Don't know who hit this motion, but again.
Interestingly, Matt's keeping up with Ridzard here. He's
he is.
he might. Well, he's got a lot less battery than Ridzard does, but fair play to him. Obviously, he's on 1 lap younger tyres than Ridzard is. But the question is Matt also going on the mediums? As that is something's happened to Hapolito again. Unfortunately, as Callum and Odin still having a go at each other, as are Jay. Oh my God! Oh, Code Brown fully there as there's more. Oh, Riley getting involved as well. Oh my God, that could have ended very, very badly for both JXB and Abu, as Callum and Odin side by side to the S's, but Callum stays ahead. As Jacho is in there as well. No, sorry, that's Soren. Jacho's catching quickly though. Well, he is on tyres that have done half the distance than what Odin and Callum have.
Also, unfortunately, on the one-stop as well, and he is 10 seconds behind Lenny on that one-stop strategy.
Yeah.
So he is going to lose out here quite a lot to the leaders on what we thought was a strategy that would work out pretty well for him.
Well, it didn't really work for Kuro on Wednesday, did it? In Tier 1, but I mean, if there's a safety car, then obviously that will turn everything on its head. So now that, oh dear, Riley's interestingly, Lenny's not gaining anything on Matt. If anything,
he's minuscule. He is. He's 21 now. So what was it before? It was 20.
27.
But he's not gaining anything on Ridzard, which I'm very surprised at.
Yeah, well, I think I'd say it's minuscule on Ridzard. He's definitely getting on Matt because Matt's dropping off Ridzard now.
Yeah.
I think that if you think about it, Matt was 7.7 behind Ridzard. Now he's what 9.1, so 1.5 he's lost. Then Lenny was 32.5 behind. And now he's 30. So if you put them together, Lenny's put 2 seconds on Ridzard. Ridzard's put 2 seconds on Matt. So Lenny's put 4 seconds on Matt. So the gap is about that. It is coming down.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, and what is right about your point is that his tyres are fading. So that gap that game is going to reduce as he goes on in the stint. So you are right.
Oh, someone's off. That
was a Mercedes, I thought, but it's not Ridzard. Yeah.
No, that is T1. It's his teammate who is off. T1 not having a great run at the moment, but Ridzard is now putting the hammer down because he has gained over a second on Matt that lap. So Matt's tyres clearly fading a lot. Who's that behind? Callum on Odin again. No, sorry, Odin on Callum. And he goes through, and look who's lurking now. Jacho's right there too, as he tries it. Callum's not going to have a great exit. But Jacho still stays behind. So perhaps the one stop coming back a little bit into his favour now.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, these guys have got to do another pit stop and catch him again.
Ridzard's in. Oh, no, sorry, sir. T1. Excuse me.
For so long. I would also like to...
Oh, Jacho! Oh, no, that's Soren. Sorry, again. I can't... The tower's been so
Jacho's got past Callum.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got Callum.
Into same section.
Looking to get Odin here into turn 1 as well.
He probably will. He's on much fresher tyres. We're coming to the point now where Ridzard and Matt will maybe be starting a pit as Callum comes in now. Jacho maybe not quite as close to Odin as he would like, but he's not. He's not quite close enough. As Lenny's gaining quite a lot of time on Baby now.
I was gonna say a very underrated drive so far from Babyface, but also considering he has used his medium hard and medium, and he's on for a 3-stop because this medium won't go to the end.
No.
So it's interesting to see, will he go back onto that same set of hards which he used for his second stint, or will he try, dare I say, the softs, because he's got 3 fresh sets in the bank.
Maybe.
So
So 28 seconds now to Lenny, between Lenny and Ridzard. So he's gaining a lot. Lenny's also 18 seconds behind Matt, so he should now be ahead, as Lenny should be able to get past Baby pretty quickly. Here, Soren, to add to the misery, gets another 3 seconds. Here comes Lenny now. Onto the start-finish straight. And that's going to be a nice, easy one for the German. He's through up into 4th now. As Odin's in as well. He's going to go on to the hards to the end.
So we've got Jacho one stop. Does he? Will he? He'll definitely get Babyface. Jacho's on for a P5 here.
Well,
Maybe
Baby's going to gain back a lot at the end, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
True, but he can even get Vic here. But
Yeah.
Vic, I think it could be one stopping. Because look at how he was on them on lap 11. Could he make that tie?
I was going to also say, yeah, the Tods can go 25 laps here. Like, just about.
Yeah.
You will be nearing that puncture territory as someone's Red
Oh,
Bull.
oh no, we've jinxed
Baby,
him.
oh
We've jinxed him. He's
no.
round.
Oh, he's off!
You literally just said he was underrated, and now unfortunately the commentator's curse strikes again.
Guys, I might be retiring after this. But that has completely ruined things for him, as he has no tyres left as well.
Oh no. Does he come in now? He does. He's got wind damage as well. Does he? Yeah, he just about gets that stopped into the pits. That now definitely puts Jacho up into P5. Probably going to stay there now because he's got a 15-second gap to JXB. And Baby, yeah, he retires, unfortunately. Sad end, but up until then, very, very strong debut from him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. Yeah, he was right. Yeah, he had a great race there. And I'm not sure where he retired. I think he could have still got a point or two in this race, but obviously it's not my choice to make for him retiring. So yeah, we've got 11 laps to go. Or 12 laps, now 11 laps as we across the line. When does he pit? Because you've got Matt here who's still out. That gap's sort of stabilised in terms of how much he's gaining. When does Matt decide? Okay, I'm in the box. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off these tyres because Riz's obviously got that gap. So does he just keep extending? You think? Do you think he just
maybe
until he can't, or does he cover it off and go? Okay, I'm just gonna get ahead of Lenny and I'm gonna cruise to the finish.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, Lenny could undercut him if it keeps going at this rate, which wouldn't help him.
Yeah, he could do.
On track, which would be easy. It would be easy, but
yeah.
But he's also got to remember the mediums will deteriorate within about 5 laps. So
yeah,
I think he's got it under control. But let's just see, because anything could happen in the pit stop. 10 seconds, you know, he's got to be careful. He's got to manage his cards in.
Yeah, Lenny just got past Matt. Just got past Kvitvic. He is now gapping in very quickly. 26 seconds now to himself and Rizza. Rizza must be coming in for, I'm guessing, the mediums very soon. He's in the window now where he could comfortably get them to the end. And he comes in now. The leader pits. He should have enough of a gap to Lenny to emerge ahead.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Hards again. Slow stop though a bit.
Didn't he already have a set of hards on?
He did, yeah. So he's going medium, hard.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. So
Matt stays out. Where's Lenny? And Ridzard is comfortably ahead.
Yeah. Smart from Ridzard, just cover him off. Put the same tyres on. No threat from mediums. Obviously having a puncture or anything, just get it to the end. It's smart. He's thinking about the championship there with that move. Apolito's up to 6th, however, which is interesting. And he's got Holden coming at him very fast. So would Apolito probably manage them to the end? I think he could if he could keep them behind. Obviously, he doesn't have a penalty, so... Yeah, that's good work from Apolito on the one stop. He's got himself ahead.
Yeah, as now of course Matt inherits the lead. 10 laps to go. Matt is, well, he's
Probably
very
helping
clearly
us
struggling
with
on
that.
those tyres now because, well, does Matt go for mediums though? Or does he go for hards? Because, well,
Well, he'd have to chase down Quicklick if we think he's one-stopping. So he'll have to go for the mediums because
Yeah.
Quicklick's going to be in his pit window by
Yeah.
quite a bit as well.
so, yeah, so I think, because Happer might stay there, Matt's still going, which is interesting.
I have the suspicion that he might, with nothing to lose, he could try to take these to the end. I mean, you did mention earlier he's quite kind on his tyres. It will just
but
about
28 laps though, really?
it will
If
be
he's-
in puncture
if he's
territory.
kind-
He's taking the risk.
Yeah, I don't know though. He's going to lose a lot of time, isn't he, by doing that? I think he's probably going to lose more time by doing that than he would pitting and onto a fresh set of tyres.
Yeah, that is true. It's going very long on this hard stint as well.
Yeah.
Especially if he does have another set of hards to use. Obviously, we don't know that.
Maybe he's got mediums.
Might be going on mediums, yeah.
Or even the the speculated soft tire. But
Well, I mean, we saw how much he was struggling. Oh, as Soren's off again. Showing how horrible these soft tyres are.
Yeah.
So, bloody hell, Ridzard is gaining so much time on Matt. He's gained nearly 4 seconds on this lap. That is mad from him. Ridzard is absolutely flying here. Matt
Still not
stays
in.
out again. So Matt did 21.1. What did Ridzard do? 17.6. 3.5 seconds quicker was Ridzard and fastest lap for good measure. Which, crucially,
there's an extra point.
well, it's an extra point, which means him and Hapolita will be tied for the championship lead.
As well. I think it's important to check the penalties here as well, because if Odin does get within Hapolito's penalties, if they are
Odin's got a penalty anyway, so
yeah.
this is something
If
that's going to
Hapolito's
cost
worth
Matt
it
here,
more.
because 6 seconds. He is
Yeah,
keeping up with
really
Quick Fit though, to be fair, in 4th. So I reckon Matt could still get a podium here. Maybe, you know, I don't know.
Matt boxes for a set of softs now. He would catch Fick, I'm sure.
Well,
Really
I'd more recommend mediums for Matt probably, but I think Matt might be coming in this lap because he has been pushing a lot.
Yeah, he's put the hammer down this lap. Obviously, like absolutely by a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised if he wasn't pitting.
No.
And he isn't pitting. Okay.
Just a good lap that lap. 20.7.
Now I question: is he going to the end?
Does he?
I don't know if you guys.
But he's done 21
remember-
already.
I don't know if you guys remember a cheeky series called Drive Till the Tires Explode.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Who
that seems to
doesn't,
be
mate?
recreating it.
What a banging series that was. I wish they'd bring it back, to be honest. It was, you know.
Honestly.
Wait, hang on a minute. Let me cook. That gap to Lenny's still at 10 seconds. Is he going for a P2 here?
He could be.
You got to remember though,
be.
Lenny's only got to gain 4 more seconds, and he would.
Yeah, but he's
And
not gaining it.
it's-
Look, he's
yeah,
not
but
gaining
I-
the time.
No.
Since Rizzard bit, I think the gap has been around 10 seconds also
Yeah.
to Lenny. It doesn't seem.
I
like
would
it's been
probably
much.
say Matt just let Ridzard through here because he's got nothing on Ridzard. I mean, look how much the Dutchman is chasing him down.
If he's smart, he'd let him through to give him DRS.
There we go.
Yeah, DRS. I was gonna say. That's if he
Then
can
he
stay within DRS here.
Oh,
Though.
Rizzica's wide there.
Matt will get DRS, I think. He will, yep.
Yeah, he will.
But he's lost a second to Lenny by doing that. But he should be able to gain it back. But Matt might be going to the end, you know.
He's got full battery. He's not come back at Rizzica here. He might re-overtake Rizzica here just to make it interesting.
He's gonna try. Like, he's in.
He might too, you know.
Well, if he'd be smarter to do that.
No, he's staying behind. He's being smart. But Lenny's gaining a
why would
lot
he do that
now.
then? 'Cause if he's not going to re-overtake him, why would he stick behind him? Because he's just.
Oh, the tyres
himself more
are...
time
This
doing
is
that.
very touch and go here. For second.
He's got pace though. He's not exactly dropping off Riz. I know he's had DRS, but he's not like
I know.
He's not like he's a lot slower than Riz.
This is...
I think it's gonna really show in this sector though. Wow,
I know.
how much.
This
the tyres
is...
are gonna-
This is probably the time where we've got the old Matt back, because if you remember, he was really good in Tier 2 back in the day as Quickfit now gets the 3 seconds. But yeah,
so he could box and get Quickfit probably. I think.
Yeah,
Now that's happened.
I don't know. I still think Lenny would get him, but Lenny not really gaining much, is he? Oh, that's a huge snap. Does Matt come in now? No.
No, so he's
Only 5 laps to go. This is
Yeah, but the gap's 6 seconds. Look. I know it's like 7.2.
no, it's not. It's 7.4. So.
No me.
Oh, this is gonna be very tight here. Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, no interruption there though. Well, there was. That would screw Matt over, and majorly benefit Jacho, because he is one of only 3 drivers in the field, including Ridzard and Lenny, to not have a penalty. But now down to 7.2. I think Lenny's going to get it, but let that take nothing away from what has been.
Could we go on interval?
Yes.
Just so we can see that gap. Is that right?
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah,
So 7 seconds.
7 seconds now, and it's coming down quickly. So, yeah. So I think
6.7, but it is 6.7. So that gap's coming down.
Right. Okay. So Odin gets past Callum there pretty quick. Matt's still staying on the back of Ridzard, he says.
Maybe Rizzard's playing it tactical.
Maybe.
He's got nothing to lose by doing that.
No. Yeah. Matt's now on 23 lap old hards. He is gonna have to, really save them. He lost another second to Lenny now, and I think Lenny is gonna, Lenny is nearly got Matt here. I think probably in the next few corners he'll probably get him, especially in that second sector, because Lenny's on 8 lap younger tyres than Matt is. I still will not believe it though if Matt can make these to the end. This would be crazy if he does.
Oh, Lenny locks up there. Snapped a break into there. That's going to help his tyres out. Gap's come up. It's gone back up again.
Yeah, that's
6.5. Is it
Odin's
on?
past Hapolito here.
Yeah.
Crucial for the championship.
And he's got DRS.
Hapolito's coming back though.
You have to dive it.
Late
Yep, here we go.
No, doesn't get it.
Odin's deep. No. Yes, that's one's done. That one's done.
Yeah.
6.1.
Yeah, I will say, Odin has had a mighty impressive performance here, because I mean, he's not really been anywhere in the first few, in majority of races in this season. Oh, Happer's off. Has he got a puncher? No, he's just made a mistake.
He lost a bit of his wing as well.
Oh, he has. But perhaps he made contact with Callum there.
And that does swing the championship lead into Riz's favour by 4
It does.
points.
Yeah, it does. Very much so. Yeah, it would do. So that would mean Ridzard, as it would stand, would be the championship leader going into Suzuka. But Lenny has now caught the gap he needs to Matt. But that's provided Lenny doesn't get a penalty himself. And Matt has very much now fallen off the back of Ridzard now.
If Matt's got anything, he needs to use it. Like, he's got anything in the bank, because he's got a lot of pace at this
On
point.
26 lap old tyres, mate? I don't think so.
You never know. You never know. I mean, look at the pace he's managing at the moment. He's matching Lenny on 8 lap younger tyres. That gap's not really come down. It has come down, but it's not exactly.
It is stabilising, isn't it? Between him and Lenny.
I mean, I mean, it has, but then there's a lap where Lenny just goes and puts 5/10 on him, and it's like, look.
Yeah,
look,
very
look,
true.
Look, like, look,
All right, 2 laps to go then. This is close for second here. Callum's now on Odin as Happer is very much struggling on those tyres and yeah, Ryan's got 10 seconds, never mind. So, all right, 2 laps to go then. Ridson, it's looking good for him to take his 3rd win in a row, and crucially the championship lead. Abu's out, but it's too late now for a safety car. So, yeah, but Ridson has controlled the race. He's been the class of the field. But arguably the most impressive performance has been from MN Solberg. He has been mighty in this race, and Odin as well. Where did Odin start? He started P12. Callum started P14. So yeah, but I know how Matt's going to be after this race. He's going to be absolutely delighted with that result, provided his tyres hold on. Final lap for Ridzer here now. Lenny will be close enough to Matt to get second here. T1 retires in the pits, but I must say, how has Matt taken these tyres 28 laps? I am speechless.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I know.
Don't say that.
I know. He's still got 1 more lap to do. But yeah, but he very much could make the 1-stop work here. But
all I will say is you doubted me.
yeah. Here comes Callum now on Odin. Have they got the same?
Yeah, it's on track for 6.
Penalties?
Yeah,
6th,
they do.
yep. They do indeed.
He's in the north. Callum is in.
Here comes Callum now, down the straight. I'll go on board with the Reds in just a minute. Here comes Callum now.
He's going to have him, clearly. Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah, he does.
He's low on battery.
Just about.
Well.
Yeah, he does, but I'm going to have to cut the Ridzer because he's coming through the stadium section now. This is probably the most important win of his season so far. Ridzer takes his 4th win of the season, 3rd in a row, and finally displaces Hapolito at the top of the championship. Matt then comes home in second, somehow getting those tyres 28 laps, but it'll be Lenny who gets another podium.
Callum's got 3 seconds.
Oh, he does.
Number 3.
So that will now mean Odin will get 6th here. Matt returns to the podium after, I think it's been nearly 5 years of him not being there. He is, since F1 2020, the pole is back on the podium. Quitvic is 4th. Jacho should be 5th here. Odin should be 6th, provided Riley's out at the S section. So that now means that
he's fine.
He would still be 9th, yeah. So Odin gets 6th, 7th is Callum. Hapolito will limp home in 8th. Riley's 9th, 10th is JXB, 11th is Mouton, 12th is Infinity, 13th is Motion God, 14th is Soren, and 15th is Lama. Although it may not have been as dramatic on track in that second half, the strategy games definitely made that a more than entertaining race. But Ridson, he has been the class of the field throughout this second half of the season, and finally that's been rewarded because he is now leading the championship with 2 rounds to go.
Yeah, what a race that was.
What a race that was, yeah, for sure.
I know.
Great drive from Rizzo to take the championship lead. You also do have to think, how does that play on something like Hapolito mentally? Having led the championship and it's swinging to your driver's favour with such a performance like that. Obviously I've not been up to date with Tier 2, but a 10th in quali is a statement. You don't see that every day. And a great drive.
A second, you mean?
He seems to be a second, sorry.
Yeah.
He seems to be perfectly informed now. And
He really does, doesn't he?
Position.
And not only that, Ridson with the full 27 points as well.
Yeah.
Utter domination from the Dutchman. this time around.
I'm gonna get up tonight, just pull up in it, interviews because I've got to go downstairs. So I'll let you two do the interviews.
All right, mate. No
It
worries.
shouldn't matter in here. A bit crowded with 3 anyway, so I'll let you two do it. But
All right.
thanks for
Thanks,
watching,
mate.
guys. So I'll see you guys next week.
See you, mate.
Take care.
Right, so I shall get that off, and then so I shall switch that off. Then if you go into podium interviews, Matt, and then we shall just need to. There we go. So now, so we now wait for Rizzard and Lenny to join us.
Oh my god.
Mate, I am truly speechless. I will. I'll come to you in a minute. We'll just let Rizzard and Lenny come in, but just wow. Yeah, I bet that was I bet you're more than welcome to commentate more, Matt, because I could tell you were very entertained after that race.
I was more than entertained. The
Yeah.
start, the strategy. There was no point in that race where there
No.
wasn't something going on, and that was very hectic. So
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did Matt commentate with you?
Yeah, we did. We did 3-way comms. Yeah, it worked actually really well. Yeah,
Cool.
it was. Yeah,
Overdrive as commentator. Let's
yeah.
go.
So,
Nice.
so we now move to our 3rd place man, Matt. After I don't know how long it is since F1 2020, you're finally back on the podium. That must feel awesome.
Yeah, 5 game editions, around 6 years. That would be 5 years. 50th league racing podium overall.
Really?
From
Wow.
like what I'm counting. Yeah, I've never
big
gotten
one
the
then.
50th one. I had 49 and I started racing on F1 2021 and I was so basically I was
Yeah.
disastrous. To not swear, that I never got that 50th podium, and that was like my only goal for F1 2021, and I didn't get it. So like, wow. Well, this was really nice. I immediately felt that Mexico was just a much better track for me since I started.
It's redemption from
practicing.
Monza, isn't it? Very much so.
Yeah, and I just got so scared when it showed rain, and it also actually in qualifying showed rain, in the race as well, like at the beginning or something, like immediately after the start. But in the end, when we went into the race and the practice screen, it showed dry. So I was like, okay. So I had the higher wings in the end, which did help me, I think, nurture those hearts through the S's for the last laps, because it was getting harder and harder. But I really had no slides. I also, after those 2 penalties at the beginning, didn't have any mistakes and didn't have any more warnings, which I'm super proud of. And I just still, it can't sink in slightly, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop yapping and I will let you ask some more questions if you wanna.
I'm like, well, I should have had more faith in you because there was no way that I thought you were going to be able to get those tires to the end. That was an unbelievable stint from you. 28 laps on those tires. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. And you were keeping up with Ritzard at times. And Lenny, you were not slouching on those tires.
Yeah, I actually wanted to pit, but I think I chose the wrong, like, before you go into qualifying, you have the choice of tires. I think I chose the wrong one. yeah, allocation, and I didn't have the two hards. When I pitted for hards, I only had a
Ah,
fresh medium.
got you.
So I actually thought, okay, I'm gonna pit for the mediums. I'm gonna just run those hards as far as I can, and I'm gonna pit for like 6 lap of mediums, which wouldn't be so bad. But I saw that Quick Vic, who was like 15, 16 seconds behind me, was not pitting, and I was still pulling away from him. I just had more pace than him, but if I pitted, I would have been a couple of seconds behind him, and with the 6 seconds of penalty to his none, or at the end it was 3 seconds. And I was thinking like, okay, if Quick Vic pits, then I will pit, and he didn't, so I didn't pit,
Yeah,
and I just knew after like some laps towards the end, I knew that those hards will survive. At the end, I only had the warning around like lap 34, I think, or
wow.
33. So I probably went up to like 70% around, probably 70 something, a little bit.
That is
So,
that
yeah,
is ultra impressive,
that,
and
that was very smooth.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
like that.
obviously, yeah, your penalties at the start kind of cost you, because obviously had you have got one less penalty, you would have got second. You would have got Lenny as well. But yeah, but as you mentioned, you were very clean. It's clear that the mediums suited you way more. Sorry, the hards suited you way more than the mediums did.
Yeah, actually, compared to Lenny, I was like with Nanook, my girlfriend, next to me. With his drive-through, I was like saying, "Okay, that's just gifting Ritter the win." But then at the end, I was like, at some
Yeah.
point, he made a mistake, and instead of 9 seconds behind me, he suddenly was like 10.5 seconds behind me. And so, like, I thought, okay, I'm even pulling away a little bit. Maybe it's possible. But then he ran me down very nicely, although I still didn't lose as much time. And if he would have gotten like a random penalty in those final laps, I would have had him. So I'm also again super proud of that, because in some practice races I was lightly keeping up with Lenny yesterday, and I was like, oh wow, that's good. But I didn't maybe believe that I could transfer that onto the real race, but I actually could, and I was
Yeah.
really happy. Of course, those 6 seconds didn't help. Some of these warnings were very goofy, I have to say, but I was happy to not get any more. Only one warning, I think, I
Yeah.
got after those two penalties later in the race. So
Yeah.
just super proud of myself, super happy, honestly.
And of course, 2 races left now in the season. Suzuka and Brazil. Are you looking to forward your momentum that you hopefully have got going now from Mexico?
I don't want to set any expectations there for those two races, but I do think they could be smooth for me as well. They could be pretty nice, especially with Japan for the first time with a wheel could be really
Yeah.
fun, and Brazil is just an enjoyable track, so I hope to just enjoy it and see what just those two races will bring me.
Yeah. Matt, any questions?
Yeah, barring the absolute kamikaze for strategy to take the hard 28 laps, I would also like to ask about qualifying. Now, obviously, it wasn't ideal conditions. Not everyone practices the wet. So yeah, how important was it to be one of the last ones to cross the line? And it did really show for you in the end, because you put a very good lap in right at the end of quality.
Yeah, the qualifying were very interesting. As I mentioned, I I have only done maybe a handful of laps on any wet on any track, and on Mexico maybe I've done like 1 5 lapper, just a little bit with wetness. That's all. So it's like my first time on no assist on wheel and stuff in like 6 years on wet. So I was incredibly surprised with that, but it really did help me. And I think it was really crucial, because then I got in front of the drivers that I was managing to pull the gap on in the first stages of the race, like Baby, like Quick Vic, and therefore I didn't have to be stuck behind them fighting. I just could like lightly pull away. Baby would have been maybe close to me although he didn't have the best strategy, I think I would have got him because he had to do like 20 laps on mediums or just pit again, and I just did those hards to the end. But he was on a nice pace in the beginning, so I have to make shout out to our new face, Baby Mac Babyface, which an unfortunate retirement for him, which made me feel just more comfortable. Then Vic dropping off from me made me even more and more comfortable, and I was just honestly not really pushing at the end, and just so the qualifying was really crucial, and I am really surprised that I got up there to P4. But yeah, just some nice practices paid off, and I'm just really stunned and happy, and I almost got very emotional there when I crossed the line. So very nice.
Great. It's all from me.
Yeah. Big, huge congratulations there, Matt. And we now move on to our second place man, Lenny. You gave Ridza quite a fight, and well, the elephant in the room, firstly, is you were an absolute rocket ship down the straights. Did that take you by surprise?
Yes, I thought Wizard would be a bit faster, but I could keep up with him, and yeah, the penalty destroyed my race, but it
Yeah.
was a great result again for me, and I hope I can keep up like this.
Yeah. Yeah, do you think without the drive through you would have been able to stay ahead of Ridzard?
Yeah, I think, but it would be a close battle to the end.
Oh yes. Yeah, and well, I mean, obviously coming out of qualifying, Ridzard beat you by a second. So did you view it as kind of a bit a bit of an uphill battle to get him, because obviously you got him off the start, but he very much didn't make it easy for you that whole race, did he?
Yeah, he was very fast, and in the qualifying, I didn't practice the rain much, so yeah.
Yeah, and of course, we just like I said to Matt, two races to go now. Suzuka and Brazil. You were very quick at Monza, Austin, and now Mexico. Are you looking to finally get your first win in these final two races?
I will try it, but I must be honest, Japan and Brazil are not my favorite tracks. I have to practice very much for these races.
Yeah, very much so. Matt, any questions for Lenny?
Yeah, so first and foremost, very, very good drive from you. I just also want to ask, what was sort of going through your mind those last few laps? Because there was a bit of a period where the gap between you and Matt Solberg, where the gap was a bit constant and you needed to get within that 6 seconds to get P2. So how was that last bit of the hunt to get within that 6-second penalty?
I was just trying to push a bit and close the gap, but my tires were 60% done or something, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's all from me as well.
Yeah. Awesome job once again there, Lenny. Another great result from you. And now we move on to our race winner, third in a row now, and now new championship leader, Ridzard. I mean, I'll start with qualifying, because what were you smoking to do that kind of a lap that you absolutely obliterated the field?
Yeah, I don't know where they're from, because I must say I haven't practiced in the wet a lot. I think a one-shot quali maybe, but it just felt right, and the inters felt great, and then then I was a second in front of the number 2, and and then I saw some people gaining. Well, I think others thought it was going to be heavier, the rain. So I just didn't retire my car yet and went out for the last time. And then I saw Lenny snatch the fastest lap, so I think that was the right call to go out again. And yeah, then I got a massive lap. But Lenny was also doing a lap after where he was improving a lot, but I think he didn't get it quite right in sector 3. So
Yeah.
that was a massive pole lap for me, but it could have been closer. But yeah, the qualifying was fun. I think the most fun qualifying we've had this season for me then, and I think for a lot of other drivers too. But
yeah, and obviously then we move on to the race. Did it take you by surprise at how hard Lenny fought you? Because obviously you absolutely obliterated him in qualifying, but in the race, you two were going absolute hammer and tong in that first stint.
yeah, I wasn't surprised because you can see each other's times in time trial, and it's quite competitive, I must say. I saw Hapelito and Lenny already practicing on 3 days ago, and then I started some practice as well last couple of days. I was just about a tenth quicker, but I don't know if he did some sessions after. So I thought pace-wise it was equally, and I wouldn't underestimate him because I was a bit in shock of Texas, and I have this scenario in my head that if I finish second the last couple of races and Hapa finished third, it could be very hard to win the championship. So there was a little bit of pressure on. And then we did again a practice race at first. And I saw him doing the 2 stints on the medium. And I don't think that's the best strat because the medium will be less quick than the hards in about 3 laps. So I just thought, okay, let's let him think. I will drive. He's quicker on the medium, so he really thinks it's the better strategy, and he did it in the race. And then I thought, okay, this is game over. But he was hanging on quite well with those mediums. So I was a bit surprised and thought if he could hang on long enough, he could have an undercut on the hards, and then it would be really, really tense towards the finish. So that could have been so much fun. But unfortunately, you gotta drive through, and that's really disappointing for my race because it was quite boring in front. But
yeah, but how much does being the championship leader now relieve the pressure? Because of course Hapa had a horrendous race. I was expecting him to not have a great race because obviously he's got a brand new setup, but I didn't expect him to quite have that bad of a race. And now, of course, you've jumped ahead of him by 4 points. It seems like maybe a pretty easy ride at Japan and Bahrain now. Brazil, sorry.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, I was surprised as well, and I feel bad for him because I know how much pressure was on him as well to maintain that pace. But I'm glad his passion for the game and the sport is that big that he got himself a wheel. So I hope he can improve and have a lot of fun with that. But yeah, I feel bad for him. But for me now, it releases a lot of pressure, and for him, I think as well. But anything can happen. I can also DNF the next race, and he will gain a couple of points. But surely there's much less pressure on me now. So.
But I think you and Lenny might be tier 1 next season.
I think so too.
Lie. So yeah. I would make the most of it because
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited this whole week when I thought about F1 or championship and stuff. I thought, damn, what if I could have been in tier 1 and didn't have this much pressure. just have fun battles and top 5 finishes. I don't know.
Tier 1 is still
but then-
stressful. I will say that, mate. It's not.
Yeah, I know, but
it's not without stress. Trust me.
I know, but if you go well if you race well in the field, it's
Yeah.
much less than having a competitive guy in your league and knowing you have to overcome a gap to the championship. Going for a championship is one thing, and very high racing level is another thing. But I think I will enjoy racing on that level just as much as this. But the championship was a bit stressful, but I'm very happy. Yeah, it's hard, but I'm happy that Hapolito, got a bad result this race. I don't know what he finished. I think it's not that bad, but
Yeah. Matt, any questions for Ridzard?
Yeah, so firstly, congrats on the championship lead. My question is now with the tier 1 race, the aka less stressful race, with some of the quote unquote, well, with the people that finished top 3 in the end, just like you, they boxed very early and they ended up in traffic. In tier 1, it shaped up pretty much how the race would finish, as there was penalties and there was collisions, which changed positions and changed the dynamic of the race. When you pitted very early on, you got into sort of a bit of a battle and you lost a lot of time to Solberg. So what was it like trying to fight through traffic, which you sort of knew you were faster than, while also trying to minimize time to both Solberg and Lenny, who was overcutting you?
yeah, I didn't expect them. I didn't expect to have a 20-second lead after 7 laps on those guys. So I was a bit surprised, and then I just thought, okay, now I have to be very tactical about moving past them. And Matt had incredible pace, to be honest. It was crazy to see him there in the top 3. But I don't know. I made a very massive overtake on some of the guys, and but the grip advantage, it's satisfying but stressful to move past them. And then Soren spun in front of me, so that was dangerous as well. And then I just hoped I would gain enough time, because I know the hards will gain a lot of time, 2.5 seconds per lap if you go early. And I saw in tier 1 they also went early, but there was a virtual safety car very early on in the race. So that was my scenario as well, but I figured my race strategy out on my own, because the hards just felt so comfortable and I saw the lap times. So I saw what the mediums would do, and that's why Lenny went to the mediums on the second stint. I felt a lot more secure of P1, but still the strategy was key in this race, and I think if it becomes more competitive in tier 1, it will be a huge factor as well. So the less stressful league.
Yeah, and one final question. On stream today, I made some very bold predictions in terms of something. Some were correct, some weren't so correct. With you being 4 points ahead in the championship and you having maxed out with 27 points, do you think there is a slight chance that you could become the tier 2 champion out in Japan?
In Japan,
It's going to be tight.
I haven't really thought about that. I was just thinking about keeping it secure in the next 2 races.
Happy would have to be ninth in order for you to do that.
Yeah, there could be a chance, but I think Hapa will find the pace, and I don't think the level is in the stairs that high that Hapa would fall back so much. So I don't think so, and I gotta say, I think I have improved a lot this season, because I haven't won all the races, just the last couple 3 races. But I've improved a lot, so I'm very quick now, and I've had some crazy practice hours to get the pace from Mexico, because it was difficult. I quit a lot of sessions because of the tire when I spun. and I don't use a reset button. So I don't think I will win the championship in Japan. It would be things would go very crazy if that was the case.
Yeah. But yeah, you never know. But that's all from me. And once again, congrats on the win
Yeah.
and the championships.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I just thought I'd point out that you're only the third different championship leader this season, and the championship leader's only changed twice, and you're our first different championship leader since China. So Hap has led the championship for 8 out of the 10 rounds so far, which I just think is crazy. What? So sorry, no, not yeah. 8 out of the 10 rounds. So, because of course the other one being our Miranda, he led the championship out of Australia. But yeah, congrats once again, Redzerd. Dominant drive from you there, and that's it then for us for here at Mexico. Just 2 rounds left now of the season. God, this season's gone very, very quick. It is now next week we head to Suzuka in Japan for round 11, the penultimate round of the season. Tier 1 will be we could have our 2 champions decided actually next time. The next stream, Matt, you could be the Tier 1 champion if you're if the stars align, if Speed Demon has another mare like he did in Mexico.
Yeah, but knowing Speed Demon, he's gonna be out for blood. So
yeah,
we're just gonna see how it goes.
Yeah. So Tier 1 will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. UK, and Tier 2 will be back on Friday at 7 p.m. UK. But for now, I've been your host commentator, ANF1 GT302. Big thank you to both Jake and Matt alongside me, and thank all you guys for watching another stunning Tier 2 race, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.